Hello everyone, am I audible?
Hi, Nora, you're audible.
Okay, great. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, I think is there any new person in today's call? I think Gauri, right? Gauri, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're a new student in this batch, yeah?
Yes.
Have you attended any AWS classes before, or this is your first time?
I did attend a few classes of the last batch.
Last batch of mine?
No, a different teacher. I don't remember her name.
Okay. So what did you attend exactly? The first part?
Yeah, the first few classes.
Okay. So do you have a idea about what is cloud, what is Linux and all this stuff? A little bit idea? Okay. So I don't need to repeat because whatever we have done so far was, how to create an AWS account. I hope you might know that, right?
Yeah, I already have created.
You already have. Okay, great. Okay. So yeah, some prerequisites was something that I discussed. Then I was discussing regarding cloud computing. Then I was discussing Linux. Okay, I just wanted to teach some of the Linux commands. That's why I just started explaining about operating system and Linux and its distribution. And you know how to launch an EC2 instance in an EC2 instance by using AWS account?
Sorry, what?
EC2 instance.
No, I don't think I've.
Okay. So you just have you done any kind of lab in your AWS account?
Yeah, I've created account and done a few other things like buckets and.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, so we have not yet started. Okay, I'll just show you. If you have an AWS account with you, I'll just show you how can you launch an EC2 machine. Okay, EC2 machine is nothing but server. Do you know what is server, right?
Yes.
Okay, then not a problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch an EC2 instance because in AWS, okay, we use EC2 instance for a server. We don't say server directly. It's just a naming, okay? It doesn't have to do with anything like anything else, but it's just a name. Okay, so in Azure, it is a virtual machine. Okay, in Google also, in Google GCP also it is virtual machine, but it's fine, like it's just a name. Okay, so a service that provides us the server is EC2 and the instances that we are launch is nothing but the virtual machine. Okay, so I'll just quickly just redo the launching of an EC2 instance is very simply. How can you launch a machine? Okay, that's what I'm going to show you. Then obviously we'll have to learn some AWS Linux commands. So we will start from there. Okay, so rest everyone, your AWS accounts are ready, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Have you tried launching an instances just like we did last time? Yes or no? Try? Midul? Ajmal?
Yeah, I tried.
Try. Okay. Okay, fine. So let's just launch an EC2 instance once again. So what you have to do is here you have an option known as a search, okay, in the ribbon. So just search for EC2 in the ribbon so that you can able to see services EC2. I want you to click on this hyperlink over here, the blue one. Click on it so that you can see some page like this, which is a default region, the default dashboard. On the left hand side, you can see something known as instances. You can click over here. So if there is any instances which is there, you can see the EC2 instances over here. If it is not, it will show 0. Okay, however, let me show you how can you launch an EC2 instances. So here you have an option known as launch instances button, right? Just click on it. Gauri, are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So just have to click on launch instances and give a name. This is optional. If you want, you can give a name, else it is fine. And you just go down and you can find something known as Amazon Linux already selected in the AMI area. Okay, in the Amazon machine image. We'll discuss Amazon machine image and all this stuff when we are discussing about the service known as EC2 in very detail. Okay, now we are not actually getting into the EC2 service fully. I'm just showing you how can you launch a Linux machine in AWS. That's what I'm showing, okay? So let it be by default selection. Then this also default selection. Then only one thing you need to actually, do is key pair. Okay, what is key pair and all this stuff we will learn later. But currently, okay, what you have to do is either you have to choose something that is already existing, but people might not have, right? Because you have not yet created any AWS EC2 instances. So else you can go for proceed without a key pair, but it is not recommended. So what you can do now, here there is an option known as create new key pair, right? Okay, so if you click on, there is a pop-up key, right? So what you have to do is just say April. Okay, April-KP. So I'm just giving a name. It could be any name. Just give whatever you wish, okay? And go for the default selection. Don't change anything. Click on create key pair. So what did you do actually? You have successfully created a key pair and it has automatically got selected. So that next time if you launch an EC2 instances, you can choose the existing one or you can create a new one. It's okay. If you create a new one, that's not at all a problem. If you use existing one, that's also not a problem. Okay, but it is always better to not choose this one, which is proceed without a key pair. That's not recommended. Okay. Okay, that's it actually. Now, can you see a launch instances orange button over here? Click on it. So what we are doing, we are launching a EC2 instance. It's nothing but we are launching a server. Okay, that's what we are doing. Okay, is it clear for you, Gauri?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Now from here, if you want to go back to the dashboard area, you know what you can do? Either you can click on this breadcrumb, okay, or you can choose this hamburger and go back to the instances by clicking over here. Else, if you just go down, okay, if you go down, can you see view all instances orange button? You can click there too. Okay, so whichever the way that you feel is more feasible for you, you can go for that. So click on view all instances so that I can see an EC2 instances known as test is got created. Okay. And what is the status of it? It is running. Okay. So have you ever learned Linux by any chance, Gauri?
No, we haven't reached that.
None. Okay, not a problem. Okay. So however, Linux is an I hope you know that what is Linux, right? It's an operating system, just like Windows and Mac. Okay, you know that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So the next thing that I'm going to show you over here is you have the server with you, but how do you connect to the server? Just like you connect your AWS, sorry, just like you connect your Windows and Mac, right? How do you connect? Okay, so for that, what you have to do is you have to select the machine that you have launched right now. Select means ticking this box. Okay, everybody, ticking this box is select. So as soon as you click on this particular box, can you see an option known as connect over here? Yeah, click on it. Okay, and if you just go down, again, there is an option known as connect, an orange button. Click on it. Gauri, if you can, it would be better if you can go through the last session that I have done, which is on Friday. Because I think if you ask the Bsoft admin, they'll give you the recordings. Okay, maybe like whenever it is free for you, if you watch it, it would be good. Because I have just explained a little bit of Linux versus Unix, and I have explained something known as this prompt over here and all. Okay, so if you can just go through it, it would be better so that you can, follow with us. Okay?
Yeah, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and rest all the classes, if you want, you can attend, but I think it would be same as what you know. Okay, you can just go through, but I think probably most of the things you already know. Okay. Okay, fine then. So so we have successfully connected to your Linux machine right now. Now what do we do is we'll start commands. Okay, we'll do start commands. Okay. Fine. Now when it comes to Linux, as it is command line interface, meaning just like your Windows also has a command line prompt, right? Okay. So in command line prompt, what you have to do if you want to create a file or delete a file or put some content inside a file, what do you have to do? You have to perform commands. Okay. Whereas in the graphical interface, just like you have Windows and Mac and all, right? It's more concentric on graphical interface, user interface. So at that time, you don't need to perform commands. Instead, you're doing everything with the, clicks, correct? Okay, for example, currently, I want to create a folder. You know what I do? I right click. It's not coming. Okay, I right click on it. And here there is an option as new, right? And if I want to create a folder, I create a folder. If I want to create a PowerPoint presentation, I go for it. Text document, I go for it. See, I can just simply create the folder, files, anything by using clicks. Now, let's say I want to view the content inside of a folder known as let's say other. Okay, there is a folder known as other, right? Okay, I want to see the content inside of it. What do? I just double tap on it, correct? So that it opens and I can see all the files inside of it. Now let's say I want to see what is inside of a file right now, which is this is a file, right? That was a folder, this is a file. Now if I just double click on it, I can see that particular file is opening. Okay. And it is showing its content, right? This is what happens in a GUI. Okay, but that will not be possible in CLI because if you want anything to do, anything, listing, deleting, creating, displaying the content, everything you have to perform commands. Okay, so I will show you how can you create a file and manage the files. Okay, normal files, let's say a text file or anything. Okay, so let's get started. So the very first command that I want to introduce you is nothing but touch command. Okay, so when I'm writing this, I want you people to take down. Okay, touch command. So there's always a syntax for every command. Okay, everybody? Okay, so the syntax goes like this for touch. It is like touch space file name. So if you want to create a file, okay, if you want to create a file, what you can use a command known as touch. Okay, so let's say if you want to create a file known as ABC, you know what you do? You perform touch command, you give a space and you mention ABC. Okay, so what exactly touch command is? It's actually helping you to create file, right? Okay, helping you to create actually empty files. Okay, touch command is used for creating empty files, not a file that has content. It's an empty file. Okay, so whenever I am saying some commands, I want you to write a syntax. And if you want, you can write an example and also mention what it is for. Okay, please do that, okay? Okay, fine. So let's go ahead and create a file. Okay, so let's say ABC. So what do? I perform touch. You people can see my screen and the font, right? Or should I make it bigger or something? Can you see now?
Yeah, it's clear only.
Okay, fine. So touch space ABC. So it's going to create a file known as ABC. Okay. So let's say if you want to create a text file, I'm going to give an extension txt. Okay, I'm creating a file known as txt or let's say HTML. If you want to create a file known as HTML, so let's say abc.html. Okay, enter. So what do? Now I want to see whether it is got created or not, right? So what you have to perform a command known as ls. See, if it was Windows, you can go ahead and check manually, right? Like by clicking on wherever you have created, you can see that. Okay, you just have to go to that particular folder or desktop or wherever. But in Linux, if you want to see the file that you created, you need to perform ls command. Okay. So have it got created? Yes. Okay. Again, let me create another file known as, let's say, April. Okay, is it got created? Yes. Again, I want to create another file known as May. Is it got created? Yes. Okay. So I'm creating a file one by one. Now let's say I want to create multiple files at the same time. Okay, is that possible? Yes, it is possible. Okay, you know how? Let's say you want to create 3 files. For example, F1, F2, F3. Okay, so you want to create these 3 files. Okay, you know what you can do? You can perform touch command and you can give a space and mention F1. And also give a space, mention F2. Give a space, mention F3. Enter. What happened right now? The touch command has created all the 3 files, which are F1, F2, and F3. Okay, how will you make sure? You just perform ls command. So is it got created? Yes. Okay, so not only a single file, you can create multiple files at the same time by using touch command. Is it clear for you guys? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now let's say, how can you remove a file? Okay, now you know how to create a file. Now how will you remove a file? Okay, so let's say you want to remove a file known as F1. Okay, very simple. There is a command known as rm. Rm stands for removal. Okay, you give a space and you mention the file name that you want to delete. Okay, so rm space file name. Okay, which is F1. Enter. So do you want to check whether F1 is really got deleted? Okay, check by using ls command. Okay, so F1 is there or no? Can you see F1? Anyone? Can you see F1?
No.
No, right?
No.
Okay, we removed it. Same like that, if you want to remove, let's say, abc.html. Okay, see, let's say, you have a file known as abc, right? And if I want to remove the abc.html, you know what I have to do? I have to mention the entire file name, which is abc.html like this. Okay, so let's say it's a long name. For example, it has like 10 to 20 characters. Okay, so at that time, you don't need to actually write the full name. Instead, you know what you can do? Just mention the first few letters of the file. Okay, and you have a tab button on your keyboard, right? Yeah, if you just click on tab button, okay, it is going to fill up the rest for you. Okay, so I had abc.html. So instead of me typing all like abc.html, okay, instead of that, what did I do? I just mentioned AB, then I have pressed what? Tab button on my keyboard so that the rest of the name is filled by itself. Okay, that's one of a like small trick. Okay, fine. So I'm removing abc.html. Now perform ls command and check. See, got deleted, right? Okay, fine. So now you know how to create an empty file, which is nothing but single file at a time and multiple files at a time. Now you know how to remove a file also. Now, can you remove multiple files at the same time? Yes. So, okay, in Windows, what do? You perform Control A or whatever, right? Not control A. You perform control and choose whichever the file that you want to delete. And you click on delete and delete it. That's what you do, right? Here, it's not like that. You need to perform command. Okay, so what command are you have to perform? Same, rm command. Okay, so which all files you want to delete? I think I want to delete F2 and me. Okay, I want to delete F2 and me together. So can I delete more than two files? Yes, of course you can. How much ever files you want, you can delete it at the same time. No problem. The only thing that you have to do is mention the file name. Give a space. Mention the file name. Mention the second file name. Mention the third file name if you want to delete anything third. Okay, so I'm removing F3 as well as me. Okay, that's why I mentioned F3 space me. Okay, enter. Now if I perform ls, can I see F3 and me? No, it's got deleted. Okay, so you can use rm command to delete a single file at a time, also the multiple files at a time. Understood, everybody? Understood?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How will you know that in which directory you're working? Everybody? What is the
PWD.
command for PWD? Exactly. Okay. PWD stands for present working directory. Okay.
Present working directory.
Exactly. So when you want to know in which directory you're working, you can perform PWD so that you will know in which directory you are working. Okay, Gauri, for your understanding, let me just tell you. In Windows, we say folder, right? Folder and file, correct? What does a folder means, Gauri? In folder, what exactly you do? Like what exactly a folder contains?
It stores files.
Sorry?
It stores files.
Yes, it stores files and another folders, correct?
Yes.
Yes, same like that. In Linux, we don't say folder. Okay, we don't say folder. You know what we say? We say directory. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So currently, if you check PWD, no, can you see a path over here? Okay, I can show you the same thing in Windows also. Can you see here? Can you see my screen? Can you see this particular path? Yeah, is it what exactly this is saying? What exactly this is saying? In which folder I am right now? Can you tell me in which folder I am right now?
Other.
Other, right? Yeah, so it is telling me that I am in other. Okay, so where is other? Where
Desktop.
exactly? Inside the desktop. Where is desktop?
OneDrive.
OneDrive. And where is OneDrive?
AWS 01.
01. Where is AWS 01?
Users.
Where is user? In the C drive.
Yeah, see.
Right? So in Windows, we have C drive, right? Okay. Same like that. In Linux, we have something known as root directory. What is it? Root directory. Okay. So in Windows, we have C drive, we have D drive and all these stuff. But here we mention root directory. And what is the representation for root directory? It is this one, slash. Can you see my screen where I have mentioned slash?
Yes.
Yes. So that is what exactly we represent for root directory. Okay. Keep that in mind. Okay. Fine. So currently I performed PWD, right? Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, by seeing this, can you tell me in which directory you're working right now? Meaning that which folder you're working right now?
EC2 user.
Exactly, you're working in EC2 user. Can you tell me where exactly EC2 user? It's
Home.
inside home. Where is home? What is that slash means? Slash means what? Just now we discussed. It's root directory, right? root directory. Slash means root directory. This last slash you can see, right? Gauri, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is root directory. So where is home? Inside root directory. Okay. Fine. So when you perform PWD, you can able to see in which directory you're working currently. So what we've created these files, right? April, F2, F3, F1, May, or all these things. Where did we create? We created an EC2 user. Okay. So that's why, because that is the directory that we are working currently. So I'll be keep on saying directory. Okay, Gauri. But you need to understand that it is folder. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay, fine. So there's another command known as clear command. Okay, because I don't know how many of you know, but in your local machine, which is if it is Windows, if you go to command line prompt, actually there is an option known as CLS. CLS means clear screen only. Same like that in Linux also we have a command known as clear. Okay, clear. So what will happen is whatever the command that I have mentioned, like I performed here, I just want to clear my screen. That's why I'm performing clear. Okay. So do you want to take down the above mentioned commands or shall I clear the screen? Have you written down touch command, ls command, pwd command, rm command? Have you written? Okay, just tell me when you're done. Okay, when you're done writing, let me know. I'll move to the next. Done, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone? Just tell me one more yes from anybody else and I'll just clear it.
Yes, clear.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm clearing. Okay, either you can take a screenshot or it's all about like the example that you need to write. Okay, the command, the basically the syntax, why it is used for, and some examples. Okay, fine. So now you know how to create a file, how to remove a file, right? So currently I have these two files in my current directory. Let me create few more. Let's say A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Okay, so I have so much files in my current directory. And let's say I want to remove them all. What do I do if I want to remove them all? I want to remove A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, April, and F2. What do I do, everybody? In a single shot. What can I do?
In RM space, all the files,
Yeah.
one after the other. With
Exactly.
space.
So you have to mention RM space file name 1, file name 2, file name 3, correct? Okay. See, it was okay if it was a 5 files. Okay, it was okay if it is 10 files. What if I have 100 files in my current directory? Yeah. So let's say I want to remove everything. So it is difficult, right? It's difficult to write every name, right? See, it's okay, but it is difficult. Okay, so I have a command for you, which is RM only. But instead of writing all the files name, you know what you can perform? You can perform star. Okay, so what does star means? Star means
Select all.
old, exactly. So we are selecting everything. It's like Control A in your Windows. Okay, so it's a wildcard. Okay, there are so many wildcards you will see in the coming sessions. Just like we mentioned, the negation symbol. It's also a wildcard. So this is a wildcard. Okay, enter. So what's exactly happening? Can you see any files? Everything is got deleted. Okay, so make that point also. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, so we know now we created a file. Okay, and I told you it is empty file. Whatever you created is an empty file. Now let's say I want to put some content inside of it. Okay, I want to create a file known as F1 or whatever. And I want to put some content inside of it. Okay, that is my next thing. So there is a command. Okay, this command can be used for multiple purposes actually, but this is one of the command that you can use to create a file as well as to put some content inside of it. Okay, fine. Let me show you. The command is cat. Okay, command is cat, but it is known as concatenation command. I'll tell you what it is. Concatenation command. So whenever someone is asking you what is concatenation command, it is a cat command only. Okay, so don't get confused because sometimes if they ask concatenation, you might think that I've never learned concatenation. Yeah. Okay, so it is cat. Cat means concatenation short form only. Okay, concatenation. So what is concatenation? It's actually the idea of concatenation is joining something together. Okay, I'll tell you. You will understand when I'm explaining the command. You will understand. Okay, so we're going to use cat. Okay, cat command. So let's say what is the first point? The point is I want to create a file, right? And I want to put some content inside of it. That's the point. So let's go ahead and create. Okay. So the command that I am using over here is cat. Okay. But along with that, I'm using a greater than symbol. Okay. In your keyboard, you can see a greater than symbol, correct? Yes, mention that also. And then you mention the file name. For example, let's say, what do they call it as? Let's say orange. Okay, I want to create a file known as orange. So I perform cat greater than orange. Okay, give a space after file name. After cat greater than, give a space and mention the file name. Okay, enter. Okay, see when I'm entering, is it giving me back the prompt? Because when I used to perform touch command or ls command or rm command, it used to give me the prompt back, correct? But currently it is not giving. What exactly it is doing? My cursor is going to the next line and it is stuck over there. Okay, so what exactly it is telling you? It is telling you to put some content. Okay, so let's give some content. Okay, hello world. Okay, let's give some content. Hello world. So this is a content you want to give inside the orange file. Now what is the next step? You want to save this, correct? Okay, so if you want to save this, enter. Okay, then I want you to perform in your keyboard. There is control button and there is a D button. Can you see? So just perform control plus D. Okay, so you will get back your prompt. Okay, Can you see that? Cat greater than orange, because I want to create a file known as orange and I want to put some content inside of it. That's why I performed cat greater than orange, and you can able to see I put some content known as hello world, enter, and I want to come out of it. That's why I performed control plus D. Clear? Okay.
Exit അടിക്കാൻ ഏതാണ്? Control plus D.
D for dog.
Okay.
Okay. Once again, I'll do it for you. Cat greater than, let's say, apple. Okay. Hello, I am a fruit. Okay. Enter, control plus D. I'm sorry. Okay. So you have successfully created 2 files, and in both of the files we have content. Okay. So I'm performing I want to create another file known as let's say okay, I'm not getting any file. Okay, let's say onion. Okay, so what's the difference between apple and onion? Anybody? Look at the commands and tell me.
Onion don't have
does
any
not have
content.
Sorry.
ഒനിയനിൽ വേറെ കണ്ടന്റും കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്നും ഉണ്ടാവില്ല, ജസ്റ്റ് ഒനിയൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഫയൽ മാത്രം ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Exactly, it's an empty file, right? Okay, but when it comes to apple, there is a content inside, right? Okay, yes, that's the biggest difference. Okay, now we created a file. Okay, orange, apple, onion, and everything. Okay, and I want to see, because okay, can I clear the screen?
Sure.
Okay, fine. Now see, I have apple, onion, orange. Okay, now you don't know whether is there any content or no, right? So now you want to see the content. Now you want to see the content. So the command for seeing the content or displaying the content is, you can use a cat command itself. Okay, so that's why I told you cat command has different purposes. So you can use cat command in order to view the content inside of a file. Okay, so this time you just perform cat, give a space and mention apple. You don't perform the greater than symbol. Okay, so if you're performing greater than symbol, that means you're creating a file and putting content inside of it. Currently, you are not creating it. You just want to see the content inside of it. So you perform just the cat, give a space, file name, enter. Is it the same? Sorry, is the content visible? Yes. Right, same for orange also. Check for orange. Okay, check for onion. Is there anything inside onion? No, right? So of course it is not going to give you anything. It just gives the prompts back. Got it? What, Gauri? Clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay. Now we know that inside onion there is nothing, right? Like there is no content. Okay, because it is created by the touch command. Now after it got created, I'm thinking that I want to put some content inside of it. Okay, how will I put? Can I use the cat command? Yes. Okay, cat command is not only for creation. You can, if you want, you can put some content inside of the existing file also, which is onion is already existing, right? It's also already created by touch command. Now I want to put some content inside using cat command. Is that possible? Yes. Oh, possible. Okay, let's do it. So cat greater than onion, enter. Let's put some content. Okay, hi, I am a veggie. Okay, of course, enter, control plus D. So what happened? We have inserted the content. Clear? So you can use cat command for creating a new file and put some content inside of it. You can also use cat command to put some content inside of an existing file. And you can use cat command to display the content also. Got it? Got it till here?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you another part. Okay, which is, okay, so you people know that inside the onion file, there is a content, or inside the orange file, there is a content, right? Now, see what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm trying to put a content inside orange file again. And but inside orange, there is already a content. What is the content inside orange right now?
Hello world.
Hello world. Right. Now see what I'm going to do. I'm going to say the content would be like hello students. Okay. Hello students. Okay. Now if I try to open the orange, okay, do you think what should be the content it should show?
Hello, student.
Hello students. Hello students. What will
Rewrite the file.
exactly? So the existing content, which is hello world, is going to get replaced by the new content. Okay, it's a problem, right? Because whenever you write a new content, the old content is going to get replaced automatically. Okay, so you might be having some passwords or some confidential information or some other data in your file. So if you perform cat greater than any file name which has content inside of it, then this is what is going to happen. Okay, I'll show you one more time. Cat greater than orange. Currently, what is the content? Hello students. Okay, I'm going to change it to welcome to Bsoft. Okay, this is the content I'm going to give. Okay, so Control plus T. Now, if I see the content, what can I see? What will be the content I'll be able to see in orange? Tell me.
Welcome Bsoft.
Welcome to Bsoft, correct? What happened to the hello students?
Replaced.
Got replaced. Okay, so this is what will happen if you use cat command, cat greater than command, if you are inserting a new content. Okay, I hope this is clear, right? Shall I clear the screen?
Yep.
Okay. Now, next thing. Okay, see. Cat orange. This is a content. Sorry. Orange. Okay. So inside orange file, there is a content known as welcome to Bsoft. Okay. Now see what I'm gonna do. Cat okay. Can anybody tell me what did I do here and what exactly happened?
Double greater than is to append.
Exactly. Okay, so what happened by appending in the sense?
We'll add new line.
We'll add new line and we'll keep the
Old
one. Okay, so the only one single difference, what is that? Just a extra greater than symbol. So one extra greater than symbol can do this much. Okay, so if you want to append in the sense add, okay, add a new line to an existing line. Okay, or you can say concatenate, add a new line to an existing, or joining a new line with an existing line. So what you can use at that time? You can use double greater than. So if we use it, the old content will not get replaced. Okay. The new content, you will also get the new content. Okay, I can do one more time. Catch double greater than orange. Let's say India. Can you see? Welcome to BSoft. That was the first content. Bangalore, comma KA is another content. Then India. See? All the 3 lines are there. Clear for you? Everyone clear?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So shall I clear the screen? Or anybody writing?
Yes.
Okay. So there is touch command, rm command, ls command, pwd, clear command, cat command. In cat command also with different purpose or different function. All right. Okay. Now I'm using cat command. What is that one disadvantage of cat command? Can anybody tell me? Let's say, can anybody tell me that this welcome to BSoft, can you see? There is a E missing, right? Okay, I want to add that here over there. Okay, but is that possible for me to edit this file?
Using cat we can't.
Cat?
Using cat we can't edit.
Cat, what exactly is that? Yeah, I have not checked
I
that.
have to use editor.
We need to use VI.
VI, right?
VI file.
VM.
Yes.
Yeah. So is it possible with cat to edit?
No.
No.
Okay. So X is what is only possible? You can add new lines, right? So an editor is required right now. Okay, so there are multiple editors, not only VI. So we will go ahead and edit this file. Okay, so currently, okay, we can use VI. We can use, is there another editor you know?
Vim editor.
Yeah, Vim, VI, both are like improved version. Any other?
No.
Do you know Nano?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nano.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Multiple. Okay. So you can use these commands. Sorry, okay, you can use these editors. Okay, to edit this file. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. One more command. We will finish it off. Okay. So I'm not using VI. We'll use Nano. Okay, because Nano is a text editor. Because VI is a program editor. Whereas, okay. So Nano. I'm using Nano, and I want to edit which file? Orange file. So what will I perform? I'll perform Nano. I'll give a space and I'll mention orange. Okay, enter. Okay, so what exactly happened? It just opened that file for me, just like we opened the notepad in the Windows, right? Just like that, it opened the file with content. And I can use the navigation bar in order to go from one character to another character. And if I want, I can add the welcome over here. Okay, so what did I do? I modified this file, right? But after modifying, just like you do in the Windows, what do you have to do? You have to save it. Okay, so here actually we save it using keyboard, keys actually. So how do you save it? You save it, or you want to save it and you want to also exit from this editor, right? So what you can do is there is a helper, what do you call it as helper text? Okay, probably like helper tips on the down below. Can you see? There is, G, which is nothing but Control G, Control X, Control O, Control R, right? Okay, so I want you to use X. Why? Because I want to exit from this editor while saving. Okay, so I will perform Control plus X, everybody. So when I'm clicking on Control plus X, what's happening? They're asking, do you want to save modified buffer? Just like you use in Notepad, right? If you made some modification and if you click on the close button, what they'll ask you, do you want to save the changes? So do I want to save? Yes, of course I want to save, right? So I will say yes. So for yes, what I'll do, I'll press the Y because it's a letter Y. Just press it. And they're asking, do you want to change the file name? I don't want to change the file name, right? I just want my file name to write as orange only. Okay, so I'm not changing anything. I'm just pressing enter. So can you check the content now? Whether the E is added on the welcome. Is it added? Is it added, everybody? Yes or no? The file is edited?
Yes.
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 Okay, again, let me do one more time, okay? Instead of KA, I'll just say Karnataka, okay? So nano, orange, enter. We'll go ahead and change the KA to Karnataka, okay? Karnataka. Okay, so what do I do if I want to save it? I want to save and exit, okay? That's why. Control X. Do you want to save the modified buffer? Yes. So press Y, okay? File name to write is orange. Yeah, file name to write the orange is, sorry, file name to write is orange only. So I'm not changing anything. I'm pressing enter. Okay, so just check. See, Bangalore, Karnataka. Okay, so you can use Nano, it's a text editor, in order to edit a file. Okay. Oh, also, not also that. If you want to create a new file by using, Nano, that's also possible. But we'll discuss. However, this much I want you to practice and come. Okay, Gauri, is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. One more last command, okay? And we'll finish it. Which is nothing but history. Okay, because right now, till now, we have performed a lot of commands, right? And you want to know what are the performed commands. Okay, what and all you performed it. So you can just press history, sorry, you can just perform history, enter. Then you can see, you have performed 50 commands including history command. Can you see that? See. First we performed touch ABC HTML, then ls, again touch April, ls, touch me. Can you see? Everything that you have performed is there in the history. Am I clear? Okay, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you people practice this and come. And remaining commands we will discuss in the next session. Okay. Okay, great. So what you have to do once you have done the lab, close this one, come here, select the instances, go to instance state, either stop it or terminate it. Okay, so you can stop it and keep for the time being. Later on, if you don't want, you can delete also. So let me just stop it and keep it. Okay, fine. So why do we do this? To not get suspended, because I already told you on the top right corner, if you just go and click. Okay, I think I'm not able to see the credit. However, you people can see the credit actually. Okay, so don't waste the credits by just keep running your EC2 instances. Okay, so Gauri, just once you have created any resources, please try to stop it or terminate it. Okay, so that you will not get any extra charges or your credit will not get reduced so fast. Okay.
Nora, if the credit is completed, means we can't able to launch EC2 instance.
Yeah, your capacity, some issue will be there, like they'll show you some capacity issue and all. If you're still able to launch, then that means they'll charge you. Are you able to?
Yes, I can able to, but per month I'm getting 36 rupees something.
Okay. Are you paying?
No, I created new one.
Okay. Okay, yeah, the better it is. If you create a new one, and again you will get $200 credit. So don't pay anything.
I think from like now it's $100, not
100 reduced?
now
Oh,
it's 100 only.
okay. I used to get 200.
I think from
I
Yeah,
think,
it
yeah.
already reduced to $100.
Oh, okay. Fine. Okay, yeah, better don't you people terminate it, okay? So that whenever you want, you can launch it. That's better because even if you stop your EC2 instance, there is something known as storage, okay? Volumes. For that also, there is a lot, minor payments will go. That's why you just terminate it if you don't want. It'll stop is also fine. Yeah, that much and all will not take. Okay, so yeah. Anything else to be discussed? This is clear, right? The commands we
Yeah.
discussed today. Okay,
Yes.
great. Okay, then remaining things we'll see you on the next session. But just before you go, let me just take a attendance 1 second. Okay then, everybody. Thank you. Bye bye.